Welcome to the Grow My Cleaning Company podcast with your host, Mike Campion. If you are passionate about the cleaning industry, you are in the right place. Love what you hear? Spread the word and tell the cleaning world this is the place to be. Want more? Check out www.growmycleaningcompany.com for free online video trainings, free ebook downloads, free blog posts, and of course, all the podcast episodes. Everything you need to grow your cleaning company is at www.growmycleaningcompany.com. And now, on with the show.
Hello, Cleaning Nation. So glad to be with you once again. Welcome to the place that you will find everything you need to have the cleaning company you've always wanted, the cleaning company that you deserve. If you want to be a guest on the show, if you've got questions for me, or you want to hire me to speak at your next event, you can get all of that with our producer, Natalie, and you can email her at nat@growmycleaningcompany.com, or we always welcome phone calls from you, Cleaning Nation, and the number is 480-648-5149. Do it now. We absolutely love hearing from you, Clean Nation. Today, we are chatting with Jeff Davis from Dynamic Duo Janitorial. Dynamic Duo is right in my backyard. They've been serving the Apache Junction, Arizona area with commercial cleaning services since 2010. Jeff, welcome to the show. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got into the cleaning business?
Oh boy, it was amazing. I got into it with a gentleman that needed some help one afternoon. And I've been in it ever since.
Awesome. Well, I love that you started by helping out, and then how did you transition from helping your friend out to being an owner of a cleaning company?
Well, that's a long story. After I got into the business, helping him, I loved it. I thought, this is where I want to go with my career, and here I am.
Awesome. And so, what stage of business are you in now? Do you do the cleaning yourself? Do you have employees? Is it some of both?
Yeah, I got some of both. It's family owned. I've got 2 employees.
Okay, fantastic. And it seems like you've chosen just to work on commercial?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Great. Any other fun facts about Jeff that you want to share before we move on to me hopefully giving you some coaching?
No, everything is excellent. Let's move on.
All right, beautiful. So what can I help you with today, my friend?
It had to be when to buy equipment and when not to buy equipment.
All right. I love that topic because I don't know that we've touched on it on the show before. And I know that there's more so in the commercial than the residential, but I know that there are people out there looking for both. Actually, the residential will probably be more about the cars conversation. Do we buy vehicles for our folks? And then commercial, I know certainly if you're going to get into floor work or carpet cleaning, when and how to buy stuff like that. So let's talk a little bit about you, Jeff, and what you're looking for. And I'll see if I can help you personally, and then we'll extract that out to Cleaning Nation. When you say equipment, I'm assuming you're not talking about trash cans and vacuums and mop like this. Are you talking about the small kind of daily let's say under $500 stuff, or the larger like extractors or truck mounts or buffers or strippers or any of that stuff, kind of the bigger pieces?
Yeah, it got to be when to buy the big stuff. Do you buy them before you sign a contract or moving into a new contract? Do you buy them before you sign the contract, or how would people think about that?
Great question. Well, I'm going to answer a couple things because that touches on just a few things that I think are important. And they all fit together. I want to make sure that we don't cheat Cleaning Nation out of any piece of this. So the first part is one of my favorite things about the commercial janitorial business, and even the residential, is it's not capital intensive. I've obviously had a commercial cleaning business. I had a car dealership. I had a construction company, manufacturing. And come to think of it, every single business I had other than the commercial cleaning company were very capital intensive. I hate to say you needed debt to get by, but you really, if you were growing fast like I was, you had to have some sort of line of credit or some sort of relationship with a bank to manage receivables. You got $500,000 of receivables. That's cash that you can't pay bills with. If you're billing properly, we've done other episodes on that, but if you're billing properly, the commercial cleaning company or any residential cleaning company is not the case. If you do your job billing properly, as fast as you grow, your new account should be funding that growth. So the good news is there should not be a need for debt. And I'm not saying never in any business or never ever in the cleaning business, but 9 times out of 8 in the cleaning business, you don't need to take on debt. That said, I'm not a big fan of taking on debt for cleaning equipment. So the way that I would coach my clients or the people I work with is I wouldn't, you said you do it before you sign the contract or after you sign the contract. Not just after, but way after. The way I would work it is, first of all, I'm not a huge fan of, the second benefit to the commercial cleaning business for me is the monthly income. I like that if you've got $20,000 worth of accounts, January 1st, you should have $20,000 in your bank account for all of those accounts coming up that month, again, if you're doing your billing properly. That said, because of that cash flow positive, I don't like floor work because floor work's once a year, twice a year, maybe quarterly. I'm okay if you've got customers that require it. Now I'm a huge fan because it makes them more loyal. The relationship becomes more sticky. They're less likely to change because the next guy may or may not do floor work. So I like floor work as it relates to serving the customers that you have. I'm not a huge fan of if you're a commercial cleaning company going out and getting floor work just to get floor work. The reason that all kind of folds in is if you're not getting floor work just to get floor work and you've got your customers that you're doing janitorial with and they say, hey, could you come in and do the carpets quarterly, or could you strip and wax our floors once a year or burnish them every couple months, or whatever they want. Instead of saying no, first I wouldn't say no, because again, that's a great way to build a relationship, and the floor work can be an additional profitable add-on when you don't have to go get new customers. But I don't know that I'd go buy a bunch of equipment. What I'd probably do is contract with another company in town and say their retail rate is, $1,500 for this floor work. I'd say, give me a wholesale rate of $1,100 or whatever a fair piece is. I would charge my customer $1,500. I would pay him $1,100. And until I got that guy doing at least, 5 or 10 hours a week, I wouldn't even think about bringing that in-house, because now the equipment's just half the expense, right? You've still got to get a floor guy or floor gal that can operate that equipment and that really knows what they're doing, or you've got to be that person, which I'm really not a big fan of. So long story short, I wouldn't do any of this stuff beforehand. Get the floor work, contract it out to another, and I don't know that I'd use just quote-unquote a guy, right? I'd find a company that you could partner with that maybe has a team of 5 or 6 guys. They've got their own equipment. Their equipment's in good shape. You really know that they know what they're doing. I would require them to wear my company uniforms while they're on site, right? I wouldn't advertise that I've got another company in there. So that's how I do it first. Once I'd probably set that money aside and take the profits from that floor work to buy equipment for myself. So that way you're never cash negative. There's no risk if the employee or if the customer backs out. You're not stuck with this $30,000 piece of equipment or a set of equipment. And that's that. The second piece is, like I said, it's not just the equipment that's going to cost you, it's the people, right? You've got to make sure that you've got hours for the person, you've got training. So I don't want to have equipment unless I've got a floor guy or gal. And I don't want to have a floor guy or gal unless I've got at least 10, 15 hours of work for him. So do you see why it makes sense? Even if you have the equipment for free, you still got to store it and maintain it, and it breaks down, and you have to have an employee. If you've got 3 customers that each want you to do something twice a year, it doesn't make sense for you to buy that equipment. So we covered a lot of stuff real fast. Any questions or thoughts, Jeff? Have I lost you?
No, sir. I think you explained it perfectly.
Okay, so yeah, long story short, that's how that works. Any other question? I feel like we've gone really short, which is fantastic. Usually I go long. Any other questions related to that, or questions that what I just mentioned brought up that we can cover before we move on to the lightning round?
I don't think so.
Jeff, you are a man of few words, and you're making my life easy. Let's hit the lightning round. I've yapped for enough. Let's give you the opportunity to share some of your over 6 years of experience with Cleaning Nation. I'm going to give you 3 quick questions. I have full confidence you're going to give 3 amazing answers. Question number 1, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Be on time.
Gosh, that is so simple, but sadly enough, in today's day and age, just doing that will set you apart from probably 70% of the people that you're working with. Be on time. Well said, Jeff. What's the biggest mistake that you've made in the cleaning business that we can learn from and maybe save ourselves from having to go through that?
You know what? Learn your floor work.
Okay. Yes, certainly. Before you buy equipment, learn your floor work. Fantastic. And I would encourage you on that. Learn how to be a business person, right? Like before you go into the floor business, obviously you're going to need to know how to do the work, but make sure you understand the business side too. All right, last question, Jeff. What's one idea that the listeners, that Cleaning Nation can put into practice right away, today, before they go to bed, that will improve their lives or their business in a big way or small way? Doesn't matter. Just something they can implement right away.
you know what? Thank your employees.
Gosh, you are a man of few words, but the stuff that you're saying is strong. It is so funny how people are always uptight about, do I pay enough? Is it money? I can't get good people. And you go into their business and you find that they're treating their people terribly. I could not agree more. Thank your employees. Treat them like they're important, because they are. Jeff, thank you so much for joining us in what quite possibly may be the fastest podcast we've ever done. So I'll send you your award in the mail. Thank you for sharing your passion, your desire to grow. I appreciate you. I know that Cleaning Nation appreciates you. If you want to check out Jeff's show notes page and discover everything you need to grow your cleaning company, of course, it's at growmycleaningcompany.com. Leave your questions, your comments, your rude remarks. I will see you there.
Congratulations! You are now 16% smarter. Still can't get enough cleaning goodness? Go to www.growmycleaningcompany.com for more of the good stuff. Ever want to be rich and famous? Owners of cleaning companies, as well as industry experts, can apply to be featured on the show by emailing our producer Natalie at support@growmycleaningcompany.com. Until then, don't miss out on all the latest cleaning industry lovin' at www.growmycleaningcompany.com. Check it out now.